It's not possible.
I didn't say it would be easy, Neo.
Oh, okay.
All right, please introduce yourself, state your name and DOC number for the record.
Charles Dean, 1106.
All right, Mr. Dean, my name is Brennan Kelsey. Along with me is Mr. Brochet and Ms. Wise will be your panel. We'll have a parole interview, ask you some questions. You can respond at the end. You can make a statement. We'll take a vote. You understand the process?
Yes, sir.
Charles Dean Jr., DOC number 110687. You're a first-class offender. Parole eligibility date 5/17/2023. Good time 1/12/2034. Full time 7/12/2083. 99-year sentence. First degree murder. You had commutation of sentence signed on May 17th, 2023 by the governor. Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Would you answer Ms. Wise? Oh, let me make a note. Margaret Smith, Lauren Dean, Carrie Myers, and Ms. Lancaster, if you want to introduce your student.
Yes, Mr. Kelsey. Robert Lancaster with the LSU Parole and Reentry Clinic, here today representing Charles Dean. With me is Francis Duan. He is a second-year student in the law clinic. He is not certified under Louisiana Supreme Court Rule 20, but he has helped Mr. Dean prepare for this hearing today. He helped prepare the packet that was submitted to the committee in advance of this hearing, and he's prepared to make a statement in support at the conclusion of the hearing if the committee deems it appropriate.
Great. Sounds good. Would you answer Ms. Wise, please?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm all right.
All right. Good. Good to hear. Your story is a story of redemption on behalf of your daughters. I was just in awe as I read your story.
Yes, ma'am. I didn't hear exactly what you said because it.
I'm sorry about that. We've been having it all day. Yeah, we've been having it all morning. I said I was really encouraged about your story and your daughters being present today, a story of redemption that we don't see very much in this, in this day and time. I was really encouraged when I read your report. And as has already been stated, the governor granted your clemency on May 17th of 2023. Tell us, what are your plans? What are your release plans? If you're successful today, what are your plans?
Well, first I'm going to go to the parole project and try to get updated and get whatever benefits I need, food stamps and some government assistance. And from there, I'm going to go to my sister's house and she's going to take me in and give me whatever support I need. Both my sisters live within a couple of miles of each other, and they're going to help me out any way they need to be helped,
Good. Call out for the record how old you are today.
Well, almost 72.
Almost 72. And how long you been in jail on this sentence?
39 years and several months.
39 years and several months. Okay. I do want to state for the record, there's been some opposition. The DA's office is opposed to your release. There's nothing you can do about it, but I just want to state it for the record. You've also had some hospital stays as recently as August. How are you physically?
I'm a lot better. A lot better than I was. Yeah.
That's good to hear. Good to hear. And my record shows that in these 39 years, you've had 4 write-ups. Is that correct?
That's correct, ma'am.
And tell us the secret. How did you manage to do that?
Well, I kind of keep to myself and I do my jobs and I don't get involved in anything. I leave everything alone.
Well, it certainly worked. It certainly worked. I call it a secret because nobody else does that. That's why I call it a secret. But you ought to be commended for that because that's not an easy task. And again, the committee has already recommended it, and there's nothing changed. You hadn't had any write-ups, anything since your hearing. So that's all I got to ask you. Let's hear what the warden got to say and put that on the record.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. Class A trustee for us since 2001 when he started working in the carpenter crew and continued from 01 until right here, 2010. He's worked for us as a groundskeeper. And in the last looking at him, he's been working in the as a prep server, working in the kitchen at Camp F. Again, you talked about his 4 write-ups. We've not had any trouble with Charles.
Thank you, Ward. That's all I had, Chairman.
All right, we're here for Mr. Kerry Myers.
Yes, good morning. Kerry Myers, Deputy Director, Louisiana Parole Project. We're here to let the board know that we're here to support Mr. Dean in his petition today for parole. We are prepared to assist Mr. Dean with connecting to the services and any benefits that might be available to him. We will do an assessment of he had a working career before he committed this crime. We'll do a complete assessment of that and see what he's entitled to, if that includes Social Security benefits. We'll connect him to that. If not, we'll see what else is available. We'll work with his sisters in the transition after he's completed parole project. After 39 years, obviously there's a gap in his ability to know what the world is like today, and that's what Parole Project is here to do, to fill that gap, and we will provide him all the services, which this board well knows the services Parole Project provides. So we would just ask this board to consider all this in granting his parole today.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Charles, would you like to make a statement on your behalf?
Well, my venture with drugs cost me everything I love. And I'll never fool with any of that again. I was finished with it as soon as I realized what I had done. And I changed my life, my thoughts on things that I used to be motivated by don't even bother me anymore. I'm drug free and I'm going to stay that way.
All right, thank you. All right, Francis, you want to wrap it up?
Yes. May it please the committee, as Mr. Dean said, he keeps to himself. He has been dedicated to his work throughout his time of incarceration. He has strong work ethic that LSP has recognized, doing some work on LSP, on the B line, and doing some work outside of LSP at schools, and even building a warden's home at DCI. Mr. Dean also has a strong reentry plan. His sisters have completely forgiven him from the start and are willing to be his support system. For these foregoing reasons, we request that Mr. Dean be granted parole today for whatever condition that the committee deems fitting.
All right. All right, great. Panel prepared to vote?
Yes, yes, indeed.
Ms. Wise?
Right. I don't know, I was saying, Doris, but those are your sisters behind you. You didn't even correct me. You didn't even correct me. Okay. All right.
You said my daughters, huh?
I did.
They look young, don't they?
Yeah, they're young.
They look
young,
well. They do. They look good. They look good. But my vote is to grant, for the same reason that the pardon board granted. You had a favorable warden comments, good institutional record, time served, and your current age, and you have an excellent transition plan. I would like for you to get involved in the AANA community when you get released. You have a testimony that you can really share. So 1 year after release, start attending AANA meetings at least 3 times a week. And, perhaps you can be a sponsor for somebody else because you got a powerful testimony to share. That is my vote, sir.
Mr. Roche?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Okay, and what was that condition, Ms. Wise?
Attend AANA meetings 3 times a week.
3 times a week.
1 year after release.
Ms. Wise, can I amend that and make that immediately upon release?
I concur.
Okay. Mr. Dean, my vote is the same. For positive remarks by the warden, your age, the length of your incarceration, and there is no opposition in this case. And you've been a Class A trustee since 2001, 22 years, and you maintain that status. That should be commended. My conditions are, you have a curfew from 9 p. to 6 a. Community service, 3 hours a month, and you must attend at least 3 AA meetings a week. Good luck.
All right, 2 votes to grant, also vote to grant your parole with the same stipulations as stated, the curfew 9 to 6, community service 3 hours per month, and NAA 3 times a week. You understand stipulations? All right, 3 votes to grant, parole's been granted. Good luck to you.